I'm just waiting for this candle to close to see if I should go long or not. I have this imbalance right here on the 1 minute time frame that I'll be looking to go and trade towards. You can see how they flipped, how they're moving fast. That's a strong close on the 1 minute candle. So I will go long right now. My feel is not that great because, as I said, I'm waiting for the candle to close to then go long. Sometimes we have to take these trades. This is a momentum trade. This would be my target. If I can get filled on the Nasdaq. 242 buys on the S&P. And there was previously like a 220 offer, but you can see they usually transacted. Let's see if they want to move up or not. I'm just gonna enter this trade on the Nasdaq earlier because I don't think they will drop to my entry point. There's the move up, 222 on the buys as well. That's a big buyer. I'm seeing a lot of buyers. You can see 321 on the sell side, but we haven't dropped, which is good. So someone is absorbing these sellers that are coming in. Look at these battles that are happening. This is a good clue because there is clearly interest at this point. You can also see this is the value area high. So if you go up into this value area high and build some more profile, it's going to be good. Look at this falling profile right here as well. And the 20,600 or the 26,000 is very close as well. The ranges are pretty small, so I could actually load up on one more contract on the S&P to increase my size, since they are not moving that fast. There isn't that aggression. But if I'm gonna do that, I want to see Nasdaq first drop and then see some bid stacking for that idea to play out. You can see the sellers coming in, but someone is on the bids, which means they're buying from the sellers. Let's see if they can absorb this selling pressure to then mark it up. If not, they're just gonna drop down to the point where they're gonna do the same thing, and then we're gonna see if they can hold. Reset the delta and the orders to see first delta building. Of course, we want to see more buyers than sellers. Yeah, if we break below the 5 and 13 EMA, then I won't hold this trade. I will just change direction. Yeah, someone is on the offers, despite the buyers coming in. But no one is on the sell. Do you see how no one is selling? That's not good. And no one is buying, so we are stuck at this point. We're not moving up or down. Then you see a pop to the upside, just because no one was selling. So I'm still good to hold this trade. I will remain in the trade. We are moving up. I need to see buyers coming in. That's what I need to see. That's a nice clean push. Let's see if they can continue this move. 126. Again, no one is selling. Look at that. Delta is positive. 164 on the offer. That's the biggest one that I see. Now they're coming back to my entry point, which we have seen before. And they have moved up, so this point of control is a big support zone. So we have to be patient. Also look at the amount of contracts that are transacting at this falling profile. You can see they haven't moved up that much, like 25-30 points on the S&P. And these are the all-time highs. We're gonna see a pop on the Nasdaq very shortly. I just need to see them break this 50 MA. But if I don't see any interest on the buy side and I see a sharp move down, then I will change direction and trade towards the previous low. Yeah, no one is buying, but also no one is selling. Then you see a seller coming in, but they quickly push up, pulling from the offers. Yeah, it's a slow moving market right now. I just gotta adapt. That's it. Come on, let me see that push. There it is. I'm gonna increase my size on the S&P, go 2 contracts long. So I am using a bit more size. Nasdaq's moving up. We have recovered the whole imbalance right now. People are transacting. That's good. I want to see a push again. Come on. 111 on the offers. That's going to gather some interest. There we go. We push. Come on. Let me see the buyers coming in. Break this point. Let's see if they can sustain this move. Someone's on the bids. That's good. Aggressive buyers coming in. But they aren't moving up. Someone is on the sell now on the Nasdaq. But again, not moving up or down. Yeah, I want to see them shift from this point. Come on. I don't want to see them get stuck here. There's the push. Come on. Again, seeing buying. Offers are stacking up here above price, which is good. We can trade towards those offers. Nasdaq's moving, S&P is following. Good, still transacting, but you can see how slow this move is. Even though on the charts it looks like a big move, you have to remember the ranges are not that big. I'm gonna exit as the momentum slows down. Immediately, if I see some bearish signals, I'm gonna get out. Not looking to lose any profits. I'm gonna put myself on Nasdaq and S&P, leave one contract on the S&P to maybe take a few ticks up if I can see it. If not, and I see a sharp move down, I'm just gonna get out. You can see someone is buying, but the offers are present, which I don't like. Heavy selling as well. 190 on the offer. Then you see a 243 and a drop down, yeah. I'm just gonna get out, pay myself. Anyways, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, make sure to like and subscribe. If you wanna know what this tool is and how I use it, it's called the Jigsaw Daytradr. We have the link in the description. You can use my code to get $30 off. Also, if you wanna really dive deep into how to trade with it and how to think like me and profit from the trade like this, I do offer a course. So if you're interested, you can add me on Discord and I will happily provide the details. Bye, guys.